Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're a nurse currently working in countries like the UK, Ireland, USA, Singapore, Spain, or Canada's British Columbia and Ontario provinces, there's some exciting news you need to hear. Just 2 to 3 months ago, the Australian Nursing Council introduced a new direct registration pathway that makes it much easier for internationally qualified nurses to register and work in Australia. The standard is expected to assist in alleviating workforce pressures across Australia's health, aged care and primary care sectors by increasing the supply of safe, experienced and qualified registered nurses. In today's video, we're going to go over a few important updates about this new system. The direct registration pathway for internationally qualified registered nurses is now divided into two main parts, Pathway 1 and Pathway 2. Let's start with Pathway 1. If you've completed your nursing education in one of these 6 countries, the UK, Ireland, USA, Canada, Singapore or Spain, you may now be eligible to register directly with the Australian Nursing Council. That's right, no bridging program is required, but there's one key condition. You must have at least 1,800 hours of nursing experience since 2017 in any of those 6 countries, or in other words, 1 year of full-time work experience to cover the 1,800 hours requirement. And you don't have to worry about any language requirements or competency exams. The Pathway 1 completely removes those requirements. You will get your registration within 2 to 3 months. This is Pathway 1. Here's a quick example. Let's say you finished your nursing studies in the UK in 2023, got registered there and worked for 1 full year. You can now apply directly for registration in Australia under Pathway 1. This is a fantastic opportunity for qualified nurses looking to make the move to Australia faster and more easily. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because in the next part we'll be breaking down Pathway 2 and what that means for nurses from other countries. Now, Pathway 2 is for overseas qualified nurses. That is for someone who has completed their nursing qualification from countries like India and others and are working as an overseas qualified nurse in one of the 6 countries mentioned in Pathway 1. That is, if you have studied nursing in India and are now working in the UK, then this Pathway 2 explains how you can register. There are 2 important updates in this Pathway 2. In order to register with respect to Pathway 2, you must have relevant qualification not obtained in any of the Nursing and Midwifery Board of Australia, NMBA, approved comparable jurisdictions since 1st January 2017, and successful completion of a regulatory examination process for internationally qualified registered nurses in any of the NMBA approved comparable jurisdictions, that is UK, Ireland, USA, Singapore, Spain or Canada's British Columbia and Ontario provinces. Additionally, they have brought one more criteria. During your registration in any of the 6 countries mentioned, you have to meet the regulatory examination process and English language test. Means you can register only if you have passed IELTS or OET during your nursing registration in any of the 6 NMBA approved comparable jurisdictions, that is UK, Ireland, USA, Singapore, Spain or Canada's British Columbia and Ontario provinces. If you are confused, let's say you graduated with a nursing degree from India, passed either the IELTS or OET and successfully completed the NCLEX exam to get your Canadian nursing registration. Then, starting January 1st, 2017, you worked as a nurse in Canada for at least 1,800 hours or 1 year full-time job. In that case, you're eligible to register directly through Pathway 2, no additional language tests and no need to write any further competency exams. So if this sounds like your journey, you're already on the fast track. These are the important updates on these 2 pathways. Now, the third important update, NMBA has officially announced that starting April 2025, they will begin accepting registrations from internationally qualified registered nurses. This means if you're an overseas nurse looking to work in Australia, you'll soon be able to submit your application and supporting documents. However, the exact registration portal hasn't been revealed yet. Based on current info, we're expecting it to go live either by the end of April or early May 2025. So stay tuned and get your documents ready. For more updates on immigration pathways, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. Stay updated on the latest immigration pathways. Thanks for watching.